weddings themed show continues on SA Live.
Yep, and Megan Sevilla, who is the owner of Bloom and Stem, is here to show us how to make the perfect bridal bouquet. Good afternoon, how are you?
Happy New Year, everyone.
Yes,
okay, this is going to be an insane year for weddings. There's going to be 2.6 million weddings this year.
What?
More, like, surpassing all of the last 20 years of weddings.
I think so, because it was like people had to wait, or you know, so I believe it.
We're planning the wedding and the food and the cake and everything, but of course you have to have the bouquet that the bride is walking down the aisle with.
Flowers are my favorite, obviously, and I love them. But today I'm really encouraging us to get out of the box. So the most popular wedding flowers, as you can see, are whites. Greenery, that's like the #1 request I get, and most florists do. And it matches with everything, it goes with everything, it's timeless, and it'll be forever. But I'm gonna have us get a little bit more creative with our whites and with our greenery today.
Okay.
So you can, and if you like any kind of flower, that could be your bouquet, right?
Any kind of flower, but again, you're hiring usually probably someone who is a professional, like a wedding planner who's going to help you guide you into the right place, or a florist who's going to help get you there as well.
Because with a bride's bouquet, I mean, there are no rules, right?
No rules. There are no rules.
You still want the, you know, overall aesthetics of it to kind of match, say, the dress, the height of the bride, because that can all come into play, right?
Absolutely. Like, think about us. Like, we're pretty, like, we're not that tall, so we can't really use really think. Yeah. So what we're going to do today is we're going to make our bouquet that could be for a bridal, it could be for bridesmaids, it could be for a flower girl. If you're on a budget, or if you are doing your own flowers, or if you just come into a situation and you have to make your own. So,
okay, and you've got about a dozen or more different types of greenery.
Yes, so we have like 3 kinds of eucalyptus. So all we're gonna start with is like a big greenery, and then like we've done before, we're just gonna start adding in. So I have some white scabiosa, which is super fun, super fluffy. And as you notice, we're not using any roses. So this is like a perfect bouquet if you really like greenery, if you really like just something unique, something different. And then I have some white snapdragons. They're gonna create some height. Yes,
and you
guys.
just keep going around.
Just keep twisting it up.
Okay. And then the other tip that you said, because you always think about flowers that you want them the freshest and you buy them at the very last minute, but no, that's completely wrong.
So for wedding and events, you want your flowers to be at the biggest bloom, at the most beautiful, and that usually takes about 4 days to happen. So that's about when I get your wedding flowers or your event flowers. And that's when I start processing them, changing the water, letting them bloom, letting them open, be at their fullest.
So when you think about buying flowers at the store, they last for, let's say, a week. You don't want to buy them you want to buy them almost not toward the end of that time, but when they are getting toward the end of that time.
Yes, absolutely, absolutely. Okay. So for events on Saturdays, we'll start getting your flowers on Tuesdays and Wednesdays.
Okay.
So.
All right, and then just start wrapping floral tape around it?
Yeah, so we're gonna tie this off with some Oasis. So it's just waterproof tape. If you run out of it, or if you can't find any kind of, you know what, duct tape will work too.
Duct tape and zip ties.
Yeah. So let's give it a nice little tie here.
Okay.
All around. If you don't end up using all of it, that's cool too. Then we're gonna wrap it off with some chiffon. So both you guys have that.
Oh.
Do you wrap it around a couple times or just once?
Ahead of me. Okay.
Yeah. So what I like to do is we'll have this cascade. We'll have this kind of hanging today. Okay. So just go ahead. Yep. Tie it around the middle. Flowers are super fun. And flexible. So you can put them on the ground, on the mat.
If you do want to use color, go for it. Right.
Go for it. Again, there are no rules, and which is nice is like whatever you love. Like if you really love bright colors, like me, I love working with bright flowers.
But once again, like you said, you were going to work with the wedding planner and the bride, what you like, to make it as nice as possible.
Yes.
So.
Okay.
Just tie it in a little knot for me whenever you get there. Okay. So the last little thing is, we don't really want our stems to be kind of hanging like this. So we can move out that little ribbon and maybe give it a cut.
Cut them about right there? Okay.
Yeah.
And that's it.
All right,
and that's it.
Coming up, Megan's going to show us how to make the boutonniere, because we can't forget about the gentleman.
Can't forget about the guys.
All right. If you'd like more information on Bloom and Stem, go to SALive.com, click on the As Seen on SA Live tab. See you in a minute.
All right.